everyone. Welcome to Piccadilly Stamping. Got everyone here, I think. Let's see. Is anyone on here? Let me look again. Oh, yes. Okay, now it's working. So third time's a charm. Yay. Hi, everyone. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Yeah, I am feeling better. Still underwater. Hi, Brenda. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Bill. Hi, Joy. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Kelly. Yay. Okay, so let's get going here. I just got done with a really bad cold. It was like 2 weeks long, and I still have ears underwater and that type of stuff right now, so, which is a good thing because I don't have to hear you on here. You guys just have to listen to me. But just so you know, I have blown my nose before we started, and I sucked down a cough drop, so hopefully my voice will last. But I'm really excited because I have two really fun, well, actually I have three, but I don't know if I'm going to make it through three, so I might have to do a quickadilly and put that out this week. But teaching cards. So, yay. Oh, good. Some people have shown up. Awesome. So, I want to start off with, I do a lot of the whole keep it simple cards, you know, kiss cards. And I want to start off with that same thing that I built on 2 weeks. 2 weeks, you guys. I am super excited to be here. Hi, Tara. Hi, Kristen. Hi. Oh, more than one Kristen, it looks like. So I'm just going to make a card base in the Whisper White, and I like the thick Whisper White for that. Just, I feel like it's a little, well, it is a little thicker. A little sturdier, maybe. So we have thick Whisper White and thick vanilla. And so, anyway, I'm going to use that as my base. So, let me start off by saying the new catalog starts Friday, I think. Yay! And, hi, Donna. And, if you don't have one, I am more than happy to get you a copy of the new catalog. So, just leave me a message. You can send it, you can even just write it right here on the wall. Hi, Marcia. Yay. Okay. So, tonight I'm going to be working mostly with, and I can't, it's still, because the catalog doesn't go live until June 1st, I can't open, even though you can see that I have all sorts of tags of everything that I want all over here. But I can't open it, but I can tell you that we're going to be using some of the new colors tonight, and we're going to be using one of the new stamp sets. And this is the one that right away I knew I had to have immediately, was the abstract impressions. And I like the whole abstract flower thing, and so we're going to start there. But I do want to show you, it is a photopolymer stamp set, and it's got 2 sets of images in here, and it comes with a matching thinlet, which on Friday on my blog I'm going to have this little thinlet. I made the cutest little card out of this. It has this wonderful butterfly, and it has this little bitty flower, and I haven't used that one yet in my play-in, but I've used this for a couple of different things. One was a wedding card. It was really pretty. And I love this butterfly. I was glad that since our old butterflies were going away that they did have a replacement. And so tonight I want to do just a quick little teaching lesson. Now I know that on my phone sometimes this is the iridescent glimmer paper, and I'm hoping you can see that. Maybe I'll have to stand up and see. Can you see that that paper has a little bling bling to it? And what's really cool about this is, and I was using it in another project of mine. Hi Barb, thanks for joining. But you can actually use a sponge dauber and you can color this with your different inks and make it different colors, and it still has that whole bling bling glimmery shimmer to it. Well, tonight, and I'm just going to do this really quick because it just takes so long, but I am going to just throw my big shots on here real quick. So when I'm doing something that is this intricate of a die cut, I like the magnetic platform. I usually have, I'm lucky enough to have two big shots, so I have one that I just do my die cutting on, and I have one that I really kind of just keep for as a cutting plate on the bottom, and then I put my paper on here, and then I put my die cut on here, and I wonder if I could get another one out of there. I might be able to, and then I can kind of show you. Oh my gosh, I'm going to get a third one off of that. I didn't think I would. Well, good, because then I'm going to show you. Then I place another acrylic plate on here. Oh, I stinking moved it. Isn't that my luck? And then I use a shim. And this is just a piece of cardstock. I've probably used this over and over again. But I place it right on top of there, and then when I run this through, it gives it, oh, see, it's moving my whole thing. Okay, and I usually run it through about 6 times, back and forth. Like I'll go back again, and then I'll go forward again and back again, just because it is intricate. And let me move this off of here and straighten up my spot. So you can see this butterfly. It's a little bit thicker. That's what that shim helps with. And then these things just pop off, and anything that they don't, I have over here. I don't remember what this thingamajig's called, but this thing works great because you put it on here and you just go over your image and it pops out all those little pieces. You need that little cushion that it comes with, and I'm sorry I forgot the name of it. But as you can see, I've been using it a lot. Anyway, so that was my little tip, is using a tater. Good to see ya. Using a shim to get those images to cut out. So, okay, that was my little tip on that. So, I'm going to use, this is a piece of paper that goes with this set, and this is from the Garden Impressions. It's 6x6 designer series paper. Oh my gosh, it is really awesome paper. It has beautiful colors all over it. This side has kind of like patterns of color splotches. You can see I've been using it. And this side, well, I guess this way, has a bunch of like beautiful abstract flowers that kind of match this set. And I actually have a few things that I've done with this. So you're going to be seeing this a lot this year, I have a feeling, because I'm really, really enjoying it. So I took a piece of 3x4, just like 2 weeks ago when I was with you, and 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And I'm just going to do my little simple, I'm going to glue this down and do my little simple card, but we're going to jazz it up a little with this bling paper butterfly. Do been pretty good without that, huh? Mornings are rough. Mornings I'm still coughing. And it's really just so in my ears now. Okay, green glue because I like to move it around and get it centered. So just that 1/8 inch border, and this was Pacific Point because it matches so perfect on here. And then we're going to glue this down into the center. Same thing, just a thin bead of the green glue. Tombow glue, I should call it by its name. Okay, and kind of center that. All right, so with my butterfly, I'm going to kind of bend his wings up a little bit to give him some dimension. Round him out. And I'm just going to use the green glue again, but I'm only going to put it right on his body here. And I'm going to center him in the middle. Okay, now that stamp set does have a thank you, but it's bigger than what I want to use for what I'm doing here, so I'm going to use one other stamp set tonight just for the, yeah, so that's bigger than what I want to use. And I'm going to teach you how to make a raised banner. So I'm going to use, this is brand new too, the Enjoy Life stamp set, and I'm going to use the Miss You because I love this font. So this is another, I've got some cards to show you made out of this too. This is another absolutely gorgeous stamp set. It's kind of silhouetted. So, but here I'm going to teach you something. I'm going to set that aside while it dries. I've got a piece of Pacific Point, and I'm going to start off with the tailored tag punch just because I love that it makes like a flag ending, and I just need a really little flag ending here. Now this is a 1/2 inch piece of cardstock by 4.5 inches, and I'm going to tag that other end. Okay. And then I'm going to go for the score tool here. And I'm going to make this banner rise up. And I'm going to do that by, oh, let's see, let's do a 1/2. Let's do 3/4 of an inch. We'll do 3/4. And then 1 inch. Score down on that. Flip it over and do the exact same thing. So 3/4 and 1 inch. Those score lines will help me bend this to make it like a ribbon. So I'm going to bend them back at first and then bend it forward like so. So that I get like a raised ribbon. Can you guys see that? I'm going to flatten it out again, and I'm going to use, we're going to be selling StazOn again, so I'm going to use the StazOn ink because it's a nice dark black. We're going away from our basic black, and we're going to be selling just for our black, our StazOn ink and our Memento. And I got that really goobery. Let's see. Yes, I did. I don't need it that goobery, do I? There we go. So I'm going to center that. Gosh, that is just... Hold on. We're re-inking. Some people don't like to use StazOn on their photopolymer. I like it just because I like to be able to... Well... This is why I test stuff. So, without getting my head in here, I'm going to try to center this. Ah, not bad, not bad. Okay, now I'm going to bring my butterfly card back in here. And look at how nicely this will sit right over these bottom wings like that. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the green glue again on each of the ends. And I will show you this here. This gives me just a minute to work that banner into play. Okay, now I will have to stand up to show you this. So can you see that banner sticking up there? Let's see. Someone, did my video stop? Or am I just lagging that far behind? Okay, I got someone. Throw some, there we go. Yay! Isn't that just cute? I know exactly who I'm sending this one to, too. Yay. Okay, that's our first card for the night. I'll set that aside here. And I'm going to get this stamp set out of the way, because I'm actually super excited. Like, super. Like, did I mention super excited to share this card with you? Okay, this card was totally inspired by a friend of mine, and I think she's on here. Kelly, are you on here? I think she is. So we had a retreat that Kelly came back from Texas just to go with us. It's on stage, and it is like where they show you like the new catalog stuff. They teach you things. It's absolutely wonderful. So Kelly came all the way from Texas, and one of the things that we do is we kind of give, oh, I'm talking with my hands right out over here, and you guys can't even see that. But one of the things that we do is we just do a little gift. And Kelly was wondering what to do, and I said something to her about, she likes to garden. Let's, why don't you do something with gardening, because that's your passion. So she made us these really cute little bags, and in it were these seeds. Okay, so my husband and I have bought like 3 more boxes of these because he really likes butterfly gardens and that type of stuff. Anyway, hi Jenna, hi Don. And so I had this box left over because it covers 100 square feet, and I had this idea, so I came up with the absolute gosh darn, let me just break my arm off, patting myself on the back, cute little interactive seed card. Is this not adorable? It has a little package of seeds tucked in a little pocket, and it says, if flowers were hug, I'd send you 1,000. Yay, let me get some loves off that, because that is stinking cute. Right? Okay, so let me show you how I made this card. So let's start off with Kelly's seeds. Now we sell these 2-inch by 8-inch, and they're little cellophane bags, and I cut it down to 4 inches from the tip. Okay, I just took some scissors and cut it down because I didn't need all that space. And then you just kind of open it up, and this is Hummingbird Wildflower Blend, and I think this is actually the box that I got from Kelly. So Kelly, who is, by the way, she is really into random acts of kindness. So Kelly, your seeds are going to go to a lot of people, not just me. So I just took a spoonful and kind of put it into that little 4-inch bag, and you can determine how much you want in there. I just got a little spoonful because I was going to make a few of these because I think this is pretty stinking cute. So then kind of flip those seeds down. We have, and this is going to be going over into our next catalog, we have this washi tape, this fun washi tape. So I'm just going to pick one of them and pull off a piece of washi tape, and I'm going to seal this down. And I left it a little bit long so that if I have to ship this any distance, then you kind of like flatten it out. There you go. Yay. Okay, so then to make a pull for it, to pull this out, I'm going to use another piece of washi tape, and I'm just going to put it on the front like so. Well, let's get it straight, and then fold it over so it's got a little pull tab on it, and then I can flatten it back out again. Okay, so washi tape we're going to put up, and this little packet we're going to put up. Now this is our brand new Granny Apple Green, and I would say that I have been so hot and bothered about Lemon Lime Twist, and I didn't think that I could ever love anything as much as Lemon Lime Twist, but I've got to tell you, this is a little bit more green, and I really super love it. I will be buying big packs of this, I think, which might make my daughter happy. Green's her favorite color. This one is Granny Apple Green, Madison. Okay. Mara! Hi, Mara! Good to see you. I just peeked over. Okay, so I'm folding the card base, which is a half of 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, cut in half, scored at 4 1/4. And I am going to use a piece of 4 by 5.5 as a black mat. And then my white paper is going to be at 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. So I just get that 1/8 inch border that I absolutely love so much. So let's glue this on. Have you guys been loving the heat or hating the heat? I wouldn't know because I haven't been out in it. I've been home in bed. That's why I'm not tan, you guys. Not that I ever tan, but okay. So squish this around until I get it the way I want it. Now, I should have probably stamped first, but that is life. That is me. So let's get the saying that I want. And the one that I chose is, if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. How cute is that? Because then I'm sending flowers. Okay, get that on here. Let's get my Memento ink open. And I'm just going to do kind of down at the bottom of the white. Oops, let's stamp this right side up. We'll do my... Okay. Just at the bottom edge. Let's hope I get that in the middle. Not bad. A little low. Everyone's going to be different. Life is good. Excuse me a minute. Sorry, you guys. I had to blow. I'm telling you. Looking down here. Okay, so let's come back and let's decorate the focal point. So I have a 2 3/8 by 2 3/8 piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to use Granny Apple Green. and Grapefruit Grove. Both are new colors. The Grapefruit Grove is a part of the colors this year, and this has just been added to our new color revamp. Okay, the new stamp pads, you open it like a compact. I have to like seriously talk myself through that sometimes. I find myself pushing the other way. So the image that I'm going to be stamping with is these two images, and this stamp set is amazing. And I'm going to start off with the, I'm going to pull this up here over my stamp pad. I'm going to start off with the thicker of the two images. I guess that's what you call it, is the thicker. And I'm going to stamp in full strength, and then I'm going to stamp off so that I take some of that color off, and then stamp it on my card. Okay, so thickest image, which would be this one. So it's thicker than that for the stems. Stamp off, then stamp on my image. Okay, next one, I'm just going to go in, and instead of, I'm going to test it first, because I always do, but instead of stamping off, I'm just going to leave it the full color. And what's really awesome is there's no lining up necessarily. This stamp set is however you do it. So there's my stems. I need these blocks so to put on the flower images. So I'm just going to clean these really quick. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to stop and look at the computer. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Julie. Hi, Lori. Oh, good. Lori, did you get a good workout in? I am seriously admire your workout ethic. Okay, so where's the other one? Here it is. So there's these flower images, and these are abstract, obviously. So one is, reminds me of tiger spots. I don't know why, but it does. Or not tiger, leopard maybe? I don't know my animals apparently. Okay, let's put these on the block a little better. So this is going to make my image, and I'm going to do the exact same thing as I did the last time for the flower heads. See, doesn't it look like a leopard or something? I don't know. That's what it reminds me of. I'm going to use the Grapefruit Grove this time. And the thicker image, I'm going to, I might like this, I think. I'm going to stamp off so that I get a lighter image. And then wherever I see fit. Looks good? Okay. And then full strength, I'm going to come back and just add some detail. Oh, it's so cute! I love how abstract it is. When I was in high school, I used to like to paint, and I did a lot of watercoloring. And my teacher would tell me that I could get a scholarship if I would keep up with it, but it always took so long, and I guess I'm an impatient person, so I became a card maker. Anyway, okay, so here is that piece. Now I'm going to take a 3x3 piece of the Grapefruit Grove. Isn't this pretty together? Okay, so that was 2 3/8. This is 3x3. So I'm going to use my scoreboard again. And I am just going to score a 1/4 of an inch. No, yes, a 1/4 of an inch down one side, flip it, 1/4 of an inch down the other side, flip it one more time, and a 1/4 of an inch down here. Okay, and not on the top. So I do want some of that color to show through. So let me stand up again and just look. Can you see that I have it scored? And then there's like this little corner here. So we're going to cut that corner out. So I'm going to get my paper snips out. And on that score line, but not to the next one, I'm just going to cut that little square out. I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay. Now, let's see. I am going to take just a little triangle, we're going to call it a nibbit. It's a word, Joy. It is a word. Out of each end here. Okay, so I've got kind of like a pocket. All right, then with my score tool, I'm just gonna put these ends like this and fold them over. And because it's only a 1/4 inch, it really does take a little pusher. Okay. And then I'm just going to burnish them down. Okay, perfect. So, before I glue all that on, I'm going to take my focal point. I'm going to use a small bead of glue, and I'm going to center it, but because I didn't do that extra 1/4 inch at the top, I'm going to have more on the top and bottom, which is okay. I want that to show through a little bit. So I'm just going to center it the best I can in between my score lines. Yay! Okay. Now let's glue our sentiment down to our card base. With the Granny apple green showing. Okay, perfect. Now, before I go any farther, I'm going to pull out the tear and tape. And I had a little bit of trouble when I first started with this stuff, but now I think this is the bomb, because you measure it exactly where you want it to go, cut it off, tear it off, I mean. And I found that this works better, and I'm going to do it from this direction, so that I'm getting it from the score line over. This works better for sticking it down than that green glue and holding it into place. So a little bit there. It is a little bit wider than a 1/4 inch, but I'm going to show you what I do with that too. Okay, and then on the bottom, Oh, I looked over and I see Madison says niblet. It's a word. Isn't it? Isn't it like a Keebler elf thing? I don't know. Okay. Get that stuck down really well now. Pull it off, and when you pull it off, you see that it hangs just a hair. It will fold right over, stick to itself, and since it's double-sided, no problem. Easy peasy. And this stuff is like super sticky. It reminds me of the old tacky strip that we used to use. Only it's much easier to use because you don't have to cut it. You can just rip it. Okay. There we go. Now, the only thing that I found is on those very end corners on the bottom is I did tack a little glue dot to hold that onto itself. It's still going to make the pocket that I need. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Place it where you would like it. There we are. And then stick your little, isn't it cute as heck? I like the little arrows on the washi tape because it looks like pull me or something. I don't know. I make things up as I go, you know. So, what do you guys think of that? Anyone like it? It's Jolly Giant Green. Jolly Green Giant. Oh, you're right. It kind of is, isn't it? Okay. So, let me bring that in and this one in. Oh, that's my original. This one in. Here we go. Yay. Aren't they cute? So, Kelly, if you're still on here, this is so awesome. I'm going to have to send it to you. You have to send me your address because you are the Random Act of Kindness girl, so you need a little bit too. And it was so inspired by you. All right, you guys. Ooh, I see a lot of likes and hearts and stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Janet. I just saw you on here. Yay. Okay, you guys. Any questions on anything? I will go back and try to read the comments later. Okay, so let's get ready for my little spiel. Boy, I am out of tune, aren't I? Because I haven't done this in so long. So this host code is only going to be good for a couple more days, but if you have to have these products, I'm going to have this go about a week over, I think. It'll hold over for one more week. So use host code SEHFSXYM. And that's for all orders that are under 150. Otherwise, if they're over 150, you get host points. And I want you to have the host points. So thanks so much for following me. Just remember it's Piccadilly Stampin' with no G. I'm going to be here every Wednesday night. I know last Wednesday, I do want to thank people. I had a lot of messages from people and get well wishes, and I really appreciate that because I literally laid days in bed and would sleep for hours. So that was so nice. And I had some people even message me telling me that they look forward to my live. So that made me feel really good, you guys. Share my video. If you share my video, my name gets out there more, and I can bring more giveaways, and we're going to do a giveaway here really soon. So appreciate everything. If you want to join my team, send me a message and I can give you some information on that. If you want one of the new catalogs, and I can't imagine anybody out there who doesn't want one of the new catalogs. Obviously, not to my other demonstrator friends who are on here, but if you need a new catalog, let me know and I will get one to you. Anyone can enter into my drawing for free product, and since I was gone, we're going to do a double drawing tonight, but since I was gone last week, all you have to do is share my video, and then please put it on my wall that you shared it, because some of you have privacy settings and it doesn't allow me to see that you shared my video, and you may have shared it and didn't get into the drawing. Now, the last time I had a lot of people in the drawing, so we're going to shake this up and we're going to do a couple of drawings here, okay? So, Bill, what are you going to do with this stuff? He does share my video, though, so I have to put him in there, right? Okay. Lori Deller Goodell, guess what you won? You won one of these packets. Now, this is the flower, by the way, from this stamp set. You won one of these packets, and it has all the different colored papers. They're still current except for this last one here, but it's so beautiful I had to add it too. So a sample of 4x6 papers. So you're the first winner tonight. Okay, who are we gonna get for the next winner? Kristen Lafredo! You are my next winner. And Kristen, I have for you, it is here, honestly. A pack of the returning card stock from Stampin' Up. So this is brand new that just came out from the revamp, and this is returning card stock of the colors that we had that have come now back for the revamp. So awesome sauce. You ladies are wonderful. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight and seeing me and supporting me. I really appreciate it so much. Share my video. Tell everyone that you shared it right here on my wall so I can add you into my drawing. So have a good night, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.